Hey everybody, it's One Stop Guy. How's everybody all doing today? Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about the pros and the cons about being in the car business or being a car salesman, all right? But before we get started, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on my new videos that I'm going to upload every few days, all right? All right, so with that being said, let's get started. So basically today, I want to talk to you guys about some pros and some cons about working at a car dealership. If you guys are veterans or been in the business for a long time, you guys would know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you guys are brand new and are thinking of joining the car business, at least these pros and cons will let you expect it when you join the business, okay? Or if it's the right business for you or not, all right? So basically, I'm going to go down the 5 cons first, and then I'm going to do the 5 pros after, okay? So we're going to do con number 1 is you're going to do a lot of test drives, okay? So when you have a lot of customers, most of the customers are shoppers, so they want to test drive the car first, and 99% of them are not really buyers yet. They're still looking around, so you're going to be doing a lot of test drives. It may wear you out, and I've seen a lot of my co-workers, basically they work one day and the next day I never see them again because I call them up, I say, what's going on, man? Why you're not here at work? They're like, man, too much test drive. And so they it basically wore them out and they basically quit the first day. But I'm just letting you know that there's going to be a lot of test drives, okay? So expect that, all right? Okay, second one. Sometimes, it could be at any dealership where there's no customers at all. So the second con is no customers, all right? So sometimes you sit, at the dealership and there's nobody to up, there's no customers, nobody walking in the door. So you can be sitting or standing all day at the dealership with nobody coming in. And so you have no chance of making a sale, okay? So basically the second con is no customers, all right? The third con is you're gonna expect a lot of long hours, all right? So basically, in order for you to be successful, when you're new in the business, of course you got to learn. So basically, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time at the dealership, and also the requirement of most of the dealership that I've worked at is you got to work all weekends and all holidays. You can't take those days off unless you already requested them off, a long time ago. Okay, so the third con of working at the car business or the car dealership is going to be long hours. All right. The fourth con is basically you may or may not make any money at all. All right, because it is a commission-based job, and you do in dealership most of the dealership I work at, they do give you something called a draw, $1,500 or $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever. Basically that's money for you to survive for the month. All right, so they'll give you that money, but if you make no money over that, how can you survive? Even if you were to only get $1,500 a month, how are you going to survive with that? So you got to make more money than that, otherwise you're going to be starving and you have no money to pay your bills. Okay, so the fourth con is you may not make any money. All right, and the fifth one, which is pretty bad, it could be any state or anywhere, right, is basically working outdoors regardless of the weather. Okay, so if you live in like other states where it's always snowing, man, you got to work no matter what. If a customer comes in and wants to test drive, you got to test drive them, in the snow or wherever, like in California here, it's very hot. Sometimes it's raining like crazy, but a lot of times it's really, really hot. So, I got to work outdoor and, over 100 degrees and I'm like sweating like a pig. Okay. So the fifth con would be working outdoors regardless of the weather. Okay. All right. So that is the 5 cons in being in the car business. Now I'm going to go down the list on the pros. Okay. So listen carefully, because these pros may make you think that the car business may be worth it for you. All right. So the first pro is gonna be you're gonna get to test drive a lot of cars, a lot of new cars that's coming in. okay? And also at the same time, you get to play with new technology, okay? Because when new cars, they always comes out with new technologies, like Bluetooth, navigation system. They have the sensing system where they help you the car brake and lane assist and all that. They're gonna have a lot of new technology for you to play with. All right. So the first pro is you're gonna get to test drive cool cars and play with new technologies. All right. All right. The second pro is you're gonna have a lot of hands-on experience. All right. So there's gonna be a lot of training with your managers and your coworker. But most of the time, you're gonna have to learn on your own as well. But there's gonna be a lot of hands-on training, and also at the same time, there's always gonna be some it's called video training, where you can learn about the cars and stuff like that on the video. So you'll be up to date with all the product knowledge. Okay, so the second pro is you're gonna get a lot of training. Okay, so that will be the number 2. Number 3 is pretty much relates to number 2, is gonna be if you work at the dealership. It's gonna, I think, what I think is it's gonna give you a lot of great work experience. Okay, so because this job deals with a lot of talking with customers and a lot of learning technologies, learning the product knowledge, learning the products, learning the system, the computer system, so you're gonna have a lot of experience to bring along with you in your resume if you were to apply at other jobs. All right, because selling cars I believe is one of the hardest jobs out there, and if you can do well, you can probably do well at any other industry out there. Okay, so number 3 will be give you very great work experience. All right. Number 4, this is also really good here. If you're good at what you're doing, if you sell a lot of cars months in, months out, you can get promoted pretty quickly. All right. So, I got promoted within a few months, and then after a few months, I got promoted again. So, it's not something that's hard to do. So if you're doing very good, they can promote you very quickly. All right. Because in the dealership, there's a lot of turnovers, and they need people always climbing the ladder. So that way, it replaces the person that quits or whatnot. All right. So number 4 of the pros is there's a lot of opportunity to get promoted. All right. And number 5, okay, this is the one that everybody would love is sorry about that, is making good money. All right. So basically, if you're good at what you're doing, you can make pretty damn good money. All right. Potentially over 100K or 6 figures. All right. So I've been in the car business for a little bit over 5 years, and I've made over 6 figures. Because I know what I'm doing. As long as you know what you're doing, you know how to play the game, you can make pretty good, decent money, pretty good living money, over 6 figures. And there's a few guys at the dealership does make over 6 figures. So in the car business, there's a lot of potential for you to climb the ladder, like I was saying, and at the same time making good money. You actually don't have to go. If you don't want to go to a different position, you can stay where you're at. Because you know what you're doing already, and all your clients, and you got a lot of referrals, you got all that. Then the money just customers just coming in, and your money is just piling up. It just you're just going to be making a lot of money when you're good at what you're doing. All right. I do have a couple of other videos on basically tips and tricks on how to do well in a car business. If you guys want to watch that, it's on scroll down to my car section on my channel, and there's a few videos on showing you tips and tricks on how to be a successful car salesman. And I also have a video on showing you my income as well, so that way at least there's potential in the business and it's real, because I show you my real income and all that. All right. So with that being said, you guys have any questions or comment, please leave them below. And if you have any other cons or pros that you guys know of, please leave them below also, so all the new car salesperson that's planning to join the business will know about it too. Okay, that would be cool. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, so that way you don't miss out the next video I have. And with that being said, thanks a lot for watching, and you guys have a great day. All right, take care. Bye bye.